thought I was dying. 900 milligrams. Yo, what's going on? It's someone that's no one, and welcome to today's report. Today's report was sent in by Evan. When this happened was 4/20/2018. The drug used was Dextromethorphan, or DXM, of a dose at 900 milligrams for Evan and 450 milligrams for his cousin Jerry. The route of administration seems to be through liquid Robocough. Gender, male. Weight, 130 pounds. Age, 15 at the time. Height, 5'4". Prior experience includes weed, and the setting was at his house. So this is more of a naive report that kind of turns for the worst and does involve some parents. So it's pretty ridiculous. I'm sure you guys are going to like it. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. This trip report took place on the day my cousin was celebrating his birthday party, which was on 4/20. It started off like any other day, but I had to go to my cousin's house to hang out with him for his birthday. Nothing eventful took place until after the party was over. At around maybe 8 p.m., after everyone was long gone from the party, me and my cousin, we will call Jerry, decided to walk to our friend Tyler's house to see if he wanted to hang out at the pier by the lake, and he agreed. After me and Jerry and Tyler went back to Tyler's house, he was looking in his dad's cabinet and found a package containing 3 450 milligram Robocough bottles in it and gave it to us for free. So me and Jerry went back to the pier. I had a close inspection on these bottles to make sure the only active ingredient was DXM, and it was. So I read online about dosages and decided to give Jerry 1 bottle, 450 milligrams, and I will take 2, 900 milligrams, which was a bad idea to start with because I was short and did not weigh much at the time, and my cousin weighed much more than me. If you don't know, Robocough comes in a 5-hour energy type bottle, so me and Jerry downed them pretty fast, and then walked up to his house for my mom and dad to take us home. During the car ride home, I wasn't feeling the effects or nausea, but Jerry was complaining of having motion sickness. After we had gone home, a family friend had come over with her boyfriend and 2 daughters. Me and Jerry went into my room, and I started feeling the effects very quickly. I became very dizzy and had no motor skills at all, and neither did Jerry. I had decided I was too messed up and needed to go to sleep, so I took 3 melatonin and laid on the floor. Every time I closed my eyes, I was in pure bliss, and it felt as if I was a part of the floor. I didn't want to get up, but now I was beginning to see something when my eyes were closed. While I was lying on the floor, I could feel it moving under me, almost like a treadmill track, and in my head, I was seeing the bottom of a car driving on a road. My dad comes in the room saying something, but I couldn't remember what, and then Jerry says, "Watch out," and pukes on my dad's feet and stands up to go to the bathroom, but slams into the wall and collapses to the floor and starts throwing up face down onto my jacket as my mother comes. My dad is yelling at Jerry, and I desperately try to help the situation by repeating that I'll clean it, it's okay, don't worry about it. And my dad was pretty mad. Later, as I'm laying in the floor, Jerry says he is going to apologize to my parents and say we are drunk. I beg him to stop, but he doesn't listen. My mom comes in the room after Jerry comes back and tells us to eat bread because it'll absorb the alcohol, and gives us 2 pieces. Jerry tells me to eat mine, but I won't, as I wasn't hungry. So he throws it on my face, and it sunk into my face, I thought, and I couldn't feel it anymore. As I try to close the door, Jerry tells me to keep it open. I ask him why, and he says because he gets mad when it's closed and will swing on me if I do not open it. And for some reason, I nearly burst into tears as I tell him I'm so sorry, please don't. Jerry then tells me, "You didn't tell me it would get us this fucked up," with a grin. The family friend's kids decided to mess with us and start knocking on the door and open it as they laugh demonically and echoey and run away. Jerry then starts saying he is getting angry and wants to swing on someone and tells my mom as she checks in on us. I sit up and tell Jerry I'm going to die, and he says I'm going to be okay, and I tell him we are overdosing, we are both dying right now, and he doesn't believe me. I then stand up after about 5 minutes. I run to the bathroom as quick as I can and puke blood red liquid, and the family friend comes in and asks me what I took and admitted it to her and told her not to tell, but she does anyways. Then everyone comes in to check on me, and I beg them to check on Jerry in my room. He was okay, but he was on a video call. Jerry comes into the bathroom where I have a blanket and I am laying in the floor, and he hangs out with me. This made me feel better. But then my dad comes in and starts reading news reports about people dying while on DXM. That freaks out me and Jerry. Jerry cooks a chicken nuggets and fries microwave meal and offers me a chicken nugget, but as I bit into it, it felt as if it was completely dry and tasted so bland but terrible at the same time. And I instantly spit it into the toilet and start gagging and throw up. My heart is racing at this point. It felt like I was going to have a heart attack, and I keep twitching very badly. My mom comes in, and me and Jerry cry out that we are sorry and we fucked up over and over, and she understood. And I kept begging her for a hug to make me feel better, but she won't. After I'm done throwing up in the bathroom, like an hour later maybe, me and Jerry army crawl into the living room where everyone is and exclaim to the family friend's boyfriend not to do it. It's terrible. My dad says we must stay awake until it is completely worn off, and we will talk about it in the morning. I end up falling asleep around 2 because I was so tired, but I woke up in the middle of the night and everyone was asleep, and I was happy to be alive. I saw what looked like the stars in the sky on a time lapse all on my wall and ceiling of the living room. Overall, I would not recommend high doses of DXM. I do not regret doing it because I learned a lesson to never do DXM again after this.